You've got a different background. I know. So what I want to do today is talk to you about money. So I really want to talk to you about money and what money means for you, what money means for your business, and how you can be making sure that money isn't something that you're scared of talking about. Money isn't something that you feel kind of intimidated by. And I want to just give you some key questions I would love for you to be thinking about when it comes to money. Why am I talking about this? Well, I probably spent, even still now, I don't talk about money as much as I potentially should for my audience. And I know that we kind of avoid the shoulds, but for me, I definitely think that when I do talk about money, it inspires my audience and it inspires all of you to see what's possible. And I do sometimes shy away from that. I sometimes shy away from really owning what I've created and owning the business that I've built and kind of owning the financial freedom I've created for myself. I do sometimes find that difficult to talk about. And that's from my own experiences, you know, the worry that you'll judge me, the worry that you will think that I am too focused on the money, the worry that potentially you think, oh, you know, here we go again, someone else talking about money, you know, and I don't want it to be that way. I think I've devoted so much of my time in the online space to really make sure that money is a topic that is spoken about properly. True financial, you know, awareness and wealth strategies. And I share this all the time. You know, you don't need to be a millionaire to be able to be financially free. And I even created a course 2 years ago called the Finance and Wealth School to support my clients and everyone in my community with understanding how you can really build true wealth in your business without needing to be making 6 and 7 figures. You don't need that. How you can save more, how you can become more financially abundant, how you can actually build a business that works for you for the long term without you having to sell more, work harder, you know, do more in your business. Just raise your prices is not a scaling model. You know, raising your prices every quarter is not a scaling model. Selling more of something is not just the only scaling model. And I think that that's really important. So I'm hoping that in this video, I just want to share with you some different money strategies and money tactics that you can be adopting to really think about how you can move your business forward for this financial abundance, and also some questions. So for me, I'm very aware that the reason that I potentially don't talk about money is because of judgment. And my biggest insecurity is, the fear of not being liked. And that's, you know, through my own story, and I've shared that before, but, you know, through grief and abandonment and, you know, definitely feeling not good enough as a teenager and as a child. That is a really big thing for me. So therefore, when it comes to money, I'm worried that it would seem intimidating, that people would think that I'm trying to be overpowering, and that's not what I want. That potentially holds me back sometimes. It holds me back from just sharing my truth and telling you just how incredible, you know, the business is that I've built and where I am in my financial journey, which I know is inspiring to you. I know it is. So that's my first question for you. What holds you back from talking about your money story or embracing your money successes? What really holds you back? I really want to know. What do you believe really prevents you from owning that part of you, that strength? And if nothing prevents you, amazing, let me know, because I'd love to talk to you more and potentially, you know, interview you and talk more. But that'd be the first question. The second question is, are you stopping yourself from doing things because of money? You know, are you saying, when I have this much, then I'll do this? Are you actually preventing money from being something that's really powerful and actually it's really controlling right now? What's your relationship with money? You know, if money could talk back to you, what would it be saying? Would it be saying that you're really controlling? Would it be saying that you are really insecure, really panicked, really impulsive, really disorganized, you know, really stringent? Like, what would it be saying? I think that's the right word, stingy, stringent. What would it be saying to you? Because this is also going to be what projects out. And if you are in a situation where money is always the deciding factor, money is always the thing holding you back, how long has it been holding you back for? How long have you been using money as the story of, I can't because I don't have the money, I can't because we can't afford it, I can't because it's not the right time? How long has that been the story? Because sometimes it ends up that we put money in a bad reputation. We give money that bad relationship and that bad energy. We create that. And I think it's important to remember, when I talk about this, you know, when I was at university, I had 3 jobs. When I first started teaching, for the first 5 years, I was a full-time teacher. I had 2 other jobs. I didn't have a summer holidays for the first 7 years of teaching because I worked them as a manager for summer camp. And the same as Easter. I worked 2 evenings a week. I used to tutor, I babysit at weekends. So I'm coming from a place of knowing that we can always create more money. We could always create more. At university, like I said, I had to, I basically had a full-time job. I used to work 25 hours a week and do a full-time degree. And of course, there were loads of sacrifices there, but I've always been in a situation where I never wanted money to be the reason I didn't do something or I couldn't do something. I had an overdraft, I had a student loan, but I'd still save, even if it was £20 a month. So when I'm sharing this with you, I really want you to be thinking about how are you allowing money to hold you back, rather than thinking about the opportunities you could create for more money to come in. Even now, I sell things on Facebook Marketplace. I save money, I put things into different bank accounts that I can't touch. I have an ISA, I've got so many different things now. I've probably got about 8 bank accounts, I've got different pensions, all sorts. But it's really important to look at that. How is money continuing to be the reason you don't do things? And when will that change? When will your relationship with money become something that does and you can see the opportunity from? That's another question for you. When are you going to see the opportunity money can create? And the next thing is, are you thinking about the future with money or just where you are now? Because that's another thing. A lot of the time we don't think about what's possible because we're so sucked into where we are now. And this is also really important for your clients and in your communities. If we're finding ourselves in a situation where money, unless I have this, I won't do that. However, if I did this, I would get that. Do you see what I mean? So we were almost creating this chicken and egg scenario the whole time, but rather than having the chicken or the egg, we just have nothing. What are you doing when it comes to money to see how money can grow, how money can shift, how money can move and make more and create more for you? What are you doing to see beyond where you are right now? And how can you start to potentially look at where is this money story and these money beliefs holding your business back? Is it meaning that you are undercharging? Maybe you're not charging. Maybe you're discounting all the time. Maybe you aren't selling because you find it really hard to sell. How do you actually feel and think that money is having an impact on your business based on your own personal relationship and experience with money? How is money becoming something that is deterring you rather than encouraging you? How is money controlling you rather than exciting you? How is money becoming this constant restrictive excuse rather than this expansive opportunity? And remembering that everything here is a choice. Everything is a choice. Everything that we are triggered by is a choice of how we choose to perceive it. Everything we choose to believe is true. Everything we choose to believe is untrue. Everything we choose to believe is easy. Everything we choose to believe is hard. Everything is a choice. We have a choice in everything that we do. It's a constant choice. And it's really important to then take the time to think to yourself, how can I think about where are my choices leading me? And how is my brain or my subconscious at the moment in control of my choices? Do I want to change any of those choices, especially when it comes to money, investing, wealth, saving, spending, whatever it is, charging, selling, promoting? How do you want to start shifting these choices, these habitual thoughts and cycles that your mind has created for you when it comes to money, cash, selling, all of this? So that's what I really wanted to share. And I think there's going to be a lot more on this, because I do want to talk more about money, because my personal relationship with money is really good. I've always had that relationship, even though, like I said, it has been hard at times. I've always known I could create more. I've always been very resourceful, and I've never, ever, ever wanted money to stop me from doing something. It might prevent me from doing it right now, but it won't prevent me from doing it forever. I will make it a priority. And that's the other thing, looking at your financial priorities. For example, if you wanted to work with a coach 6 months ago and you said, yeah, next time the doors open, I'm going to be in, and the doors opened and you still weren't ready. And then you've said, next time the doors open and you still weren't ready. Did you make that a financial priority? Did you save, even if it's a small amount every week? Did you put things away? Did you actually really, for that 6 months, think to yourself, this is where I'm going and this is what I need and this is how I'll get there? Or did you just say next time and then went straight back into the old patterns and behaviors and choices that you had? If you really want to be able to sell your house or buy a new car, what are you doing to make those things financial priorities and become non-negotiables? So that £5 Starbucks, that £20 takeaway, that £5 wine, all of those things, we need to then look at, well, where is our choices leading us? What is the most important thing? What is the most important thing for us, Where do we want to put our financial priorities? It's really, really important. So food for thought there when it comes to money. Like I said, I'm going to be talking about this a lot more, but I hope this has given you some food for thought. If you have questions around this, comments, feedback, things you want to share, things you want support on when it comes to money, your mindset, investing, selling, promoting, all of that, please share with me in the comments. I would absolutely love to have that conversation with you. And like I said, this is going to be the first of many money talks that we have. So I'll see you soon.